He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
A leaked sparring clip has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, showing Terence "Bud" Crawford getting dropped during a tough session with middleweight contender Carlos Adames. The drama didn't stop there. Canelo Alvarez saw the footage and laughed out loud, adding fuel to an already growing rivalry. With fans buzzing and fighters weighing in, many are now questioning if Crawford still deserves his reputation as one of the sport's slickest defensive fighters. And Canelo's reaction? It's only made things even more intense between them.
You know what? If you look at his career, don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter. But if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
So Postal wasn't elite?
Who?
Victor Postal.
Who's that guy?
So Ricky Burns wasn't elite?
Ricky Burns doesn't elite.
Okay.
On July 8, 2025, an old sparring video resurfaced online, showing a young Terence Crawford in a training session with middleweight contender Carlos Adames. Back then, Crawford was still fighting at lightweight, while Adames was near the 160-pound mark. Sparring intensity can differ, but the clip clearly shows Crawford getting dropped and looking shaken afterward. Insiders say Canelo Alvarez watched the clip and laughed, taking the opportunity to mock Crawford's slip-up. But it didn't seem like just a joke. It came off as a calculated move. With a long track record at 168 and above, and major wins over names like Dmitry Bivol and Sergey Kovalev, Canelo looks confident that his size and power give him the edge if they ever meet in the ring.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We gonna see.
Carlos Adames didn't mince words when reflecting on his old sparring sessions with Terence Crawford. In a June 2024 interview with Boxing 247, Adames called a potential Canelo versus Crawford fight completely ridiculous. He criticized Crawford for moving up in weight without properly growing into the divisions. Looking back, Adames said Crawford was just 19 when they sparred, and not physically ready to handle a real middleweight. When we sparred in 2015, I had only 2 pro fights. I was still a kid, Adames said. Now I'm 30, fully developed, and the outcome would be completely different.
¿Crees que Crawford podría subir de división y quizás desafiarte por tu título?
Bueno, aquí es bienvenido. Yo estoy preparado para quien sea, cuando sea y como sea. Yo siempre lo he dicho. Yo a peleadores no me le quito, no me no le pongo pero. Si él quiere subir a las 160 para enfrentarme, ya tuvimos sparring, él puede subir.
Welcome 1-0. I'm going to face anybody anytime. I've sparred with Crawford, and if he wants to come up with 160, bring him on. I'll be glad to go up against him.
And lastly, please. Sorry. This is my last. Sorry. Lastly, this is. Yeah. So, please give me your assessment, please, on Canelo and Crawford, because Crawford wants that fight so badly, and you sparred him. Is Canelo too strong for Crawford? Yeah.
¿Te parece el Canelo es demasiado fuerte para Crawford? ¿Qué te parece de esa pelea?
Pienso que sí, ya que subir 3 divisiones bastante libre, demasiada, yo diría. Pienso que no es algo que él lo necesita ahora mismo. Crawford en su carrera ha demostrado que es un buen peleador, pero pienso que no tiene que estar corriendo esos grandes riesgos, porque no solamente pone su carrera en riesgo, también pone su vida, porque un golpe de Canelo le puede hacer daño de por vida.
I don't think Crawford needs the Canelo fight right now. I think it's kind of needless for Crawford because his reputation is well cemented, and a punch by Canelo could not only be dangerous for him to lose the fight, but it could be dangerous for his life.
Adams made it clear that Crawford's power at welterweight wouldn't have the same effect at super middleweight. He compared it to Canelo's fight against Dimitri Bivol, where even Canelo struggled to land his usual heavy shots at a higher weight. In his view, Crawford's punches won't do much against naturally bigger, more developed fighters like him or Canelo, and if the fight happens, Bud might end up completely outmatched.
It's going to be an interesting proposition because he has good power, he's a good counter puncher, and his reputation as a strategic fighter precedes him. But I think that he's going to take more care of not being hit by me than to try to counter punch.
Shakur Stevenson shared a memorable story about sparring with Terence Crawford that stuck with him. He recalled seeing Crawford go up against a heavyweight in training and feeling worried at first. But then, out of nowhere, Crawford landed a single clean shot that sent the much bigger fighter stumbling around the ring. "Man, I swear he hit that dude with a boom. Had him wobbling all over," Stevenson said. For him, that moment proved Crawford's power is legit and translates, no matter the weight class.
This story, I said it before, but I'm saying it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the shin. Boom, dude, wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the? God, is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter, and his punching power could carry through the weight class.
Things got heated fast at the June 22nd press event in New York when Terence Crawford suddenly shoved Canelo Alvarez during their face-off. What started as a typical stare-down quickly turned tense, with Canelo firing back with a hard push of his own. Security, and even UFC President Dana White, had to jump in to separate them. This wasn't just hype. Both fighters were clearly fired up. Crawford cracked a smile after the shove, while Canelo looked furious, leaning in and pointing as he was held back. The incident instantly raised the intensity for their September 13th showdown in Las Vegas and marked the first real spark in their fight build-up.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage?
I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
I love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
Terence Crawford didn't let the heated face-off rattle him. Instead, he joked about it, saying he'd cry if Canelo Alvarez pushed him again. With a smirk and a touch of sarcasm, Crawford downplayed the moment, showing he's relaxed, confident, and fully focused heading into their highly anticipated super middleweight clash.
But what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference?
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more experience right now.
Canelo Alvarez is a dominant force in the super middleweight division with an impressive record of 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, including 39 knockouts. He's claimed titles across 4 weight classes, super middleweight, middleweight, junior middleweight, and light heavyweight. A major highlight of his career was in 2021 when he defeated Caleb Plant to become the first undisputed super middleweight champion in history.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, the power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but, you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. I dropped. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin. And I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. Cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes with boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
At 5 feet 8 inches and 34 years old, Canelo Alvarez combines power, speed, and experience to stay one of boxing's toughest opponents. His clear unanimous decision win over William Skull in May 2025 reinforced his status at the top. Even as younger fighters rise, Canelo's sharp skills and smart fight strategy keep him ahead.
When he fought Canelo and he was like standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing and weaving. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
He called a potential fight with Terence Crawford easy money, saying he'd only take it for a massive payday, around $150 million. That shows just how big this fight could be. Both fighters are chasing legacy, and fans are eager for this huge, high-stakes battle.
If it's what I want, I'm gonna take it, you know.
Would you put a rehydration clause in there?
We'll see. I don't like to talk about other fight when I got it.
You understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see you in there with. You understand?
I understand that. Same happened with Golovkin.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with Carlos.
And it happened.
And same with Billy Joe Saunders.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Tro, and with Mayweather, and with Cotto.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go up to 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morel, you got the rematch with Tebow.
If I go 175, it was the rematch.
That would be the first one. Well, then you can look around and see what's out there 175.
And then
would you make a Crawford's performance against Benjamin?
I think he knows why he's a weight class in there, right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was
yeah,
out there
because
in LA.
he want to sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't sell it.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? So in the past, you told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters with 1 round.
Wait, but you want to say 168 or look at 175? All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on ppv.com. Canelo Alvarez going for more history.
Thank you.
Quick picture.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing.
Oh, man. Not while he's doing that, no.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing, Fight Hype. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean...
$100 million? I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
Terence Crawford responded by pointing out that many doubt his move up in weight, expecting him to struggle. But he reminded fans that while Canelo moved up and suffered a loss, Crawford moved up and came out with a win. To him, that proves he can handle the step up and shut down the critics. Confident in his abilities, Crawford believes he's fully prepared to face the challenge and succeed, no matter the weight class.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Former two-division world champion Andre Ward remains convinced that Canelo cannot beat Terence Crawford. Standing firmly behind Crawford, Ward says he'd bet everything on Bud winning, even with a big jump up to 168 pounds. While he admits Crawford faces a size disadvantage, Ward believes Crawford's heart and fight IQ are unmatched. "I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against anyone right now," Ward said. "Someone has to prove they can break his will." Ward's confidence comes from Crawford's mental strength and skill, which he thinks can neutralize Canelo's power. Even after Crawford's tough fights at 154 pounds, Ward still believes Crawford will come out on top against Alvarez on fight night. Ask ChatGPT.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Terence Crawford calls his upcoming fight with Canelo the biggest moment of his career and believes it's boxing's biggest event in the last 20 years. He sees Canelo as the sport's current superstar and says both fighters are doing everything to make this showdown historic. Crawford emphasized that moving up to 168 pounds isn't about the money, it's about legacy. If he wins, he'll be the first fighter to hold undisputed titles in 3 weight classes during the 4-belt era. Confident and focused, Crawford is ready to prove himself on boxing's biggest stage and earn his place among the greats.
With Terence Crawford, what do you make of Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Everyone's
September.
talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time. One fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William Skull? He came to go to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. He was boxing well, and then he just stopped doing what he was doing earlier. I don't know. I can't call it.
Do you think Canelo slipped as a fighter?
No, I don't. I just think that, you know, William was doing a good job neutralizing Canelo power punches. He was just moving a lot.
Do you think that's a style you have to employ in points of the fight?
I don't know, because if you watch the styles that beat him, they didn't move a lot. You know, they moved a little bit, but not as much as William Skull.
There's a rumor going around this week that Manny Pacquiao is going to return. What do you make of that?
I don't know. We shall see. I don't know.
Do you think he's too old at 46 to fight Barrios?
I can't say if he's too old or not. You know, if he get in there and win, then everybody will be saying different. So I don't put no limit on an all-time great like Manny Pacquiao.
Where does a win against Canelo Alvarez put you in the list of all-time greats?
Top of the top, baby. Come on now.
What's the key to victory, Terence?
Be myself. Be myself.
All right, guys.
That's it. Excuse me.
Who do you think will win this fight? Canelo's brute power or Crawford's smart strategy?